Damn. Yo, what's up, what's up?
The modern landlocked nation of Zimbabwe evolved out of what was
connected to.
Yeah, I feel sleepy as hell. I just woke up.
South Zambeza. Cecil Rhodes, British business industrialist and mining magnate, secured the exclusive mining rights in the territory from the local kingdoms and chieftains, whom almost immediately regretted the situation and fought Rhodes's British South Africa Company in 2 wars. The territory would be ruled directly by the British South Africa Company, directly before becoming the British Crown colony of Southern Rhodesia, named in Cecil Rhodes' honor. After World War II, Rhodesia had an economic boom, stemming from the production of tobacco and chrome, which were in high demand worldwide after the war. Many working-class British families packed up and moved to Rhodesia, seeking opportunities and better lives there. The white population of 100,000 would quickly triple to 300,000, and over the next few decades would reach 600,000, which was approximately 10% of Rhodesia's rapidly growing population. Britain joined 3 of her colonies together to form the Federation of Rhodesia and Nyasaland, seeking to balance the aspirations of the separate black and white populations with the colonial administration, with a gradual goal of becoming a federated state, such as Australia, Canada, and South Africa. This federation was a chaotic and short-lived failure. After Northern Rhodesia declared independence, South Rhodesia simply became the colony of Rhodesia, and in 1965 declared its independence. This white minority-controlled independent Rhodesian state was widely unrecognized by the international community. Led by native-born World War II veteran pilot Ian Smith, would become enveloped by 2 Cold War proxy forces. The ZAPU was aligned with the Soviet Union, while the ZANU, which split off from ZAPU, was aligned with and sought inspiration from the People's Republic of China and their mobilization of the rural peasantry. Rhodesia would be embroiled by this long, messy war, which would involve several of its neighboring nations, which were also involved in Cold War political struggles. Ultimately, the weary minority government would settle for peace, brokered by Great Britain, in which the British would take temporary control over the nation and oversee elections, so that an all-inclusive government could be established. And with the election results in... Zimbabwe's first prime minister would be Robert Mugabe. The leader of the communist-leaning ZANU-PF army, Mugabe had once been a peaceful activist, when he had become radicalized after being imprisoned for 11 years.
We are non-racialist in our approach. That is, we regard as an individual as an individual, and that everybody must be accorded his full political rights whether you be white or black.
Look at the young ass Mugabe, yo. Oh shit. I ain't never seen Mugabe like that, yo. This some old ass footage. Look how Robert Mugabe looked when he was young. That motherfucker handsome as shit, yo.
Imprisoned for 11 years.
We are non-racialist in our approach.
Look at him.
That is, we regard as an individual as an individual, and that everybody must be accorded his full political rights, whether he be white or black, educated or uneducated, rich or poor. And this is exactly why we are at the moment struggling to earn for our people one man, one vote.
Upon becoming prime minister,
Yeah, old head Mugabe right there,
Rhodesia
yo.
would be renamed Zimbabwe. He also significantly stepped back from Marxist rhetoric, stating that he drew more inspiration from Gandhi than from Marx. He also created an inclusive government, including members of all opposing political parties in his cabinet, and retaining native-born white Rhodesian Peter Wells as head of the military. While Mugabe's initial few years saw Zimbabwe have a
I
small
like
economic
Marx.
boom,
You know what I'm saying?
as
I
Great
don't care
Britain
what
and the
people
United
say.
States sent millions in aid to ensure a peaceful establishment of Zimbabwe as an independent state. Race relations were amicable, as Mugabe sought to ease the tensions of the white population and prevent a mass exodus. Former opposing commander Peter Walls and others expressed that they were impressed with Mugabe's sincerity. However, this situation would not last. South Africa's apartheid government and Mugabe became quick foes. Mugabe voiced support for anti-apartheid groups in South Africa. In response, they started a military blockade of trade entering landlocked Zimbabwe and backed anti-Mugabe white militias. After a terrorist attack against Mugabe's party's HQ, he began to distrust whites and stopped the rhetoric of racial harmony and began blaming whites for all of Zimbabwe's misfortunes more and more. In the 1980s, Mugabe's economic reforms slowly began to fail, and economic growth ground to a halt. Throughout the 1990s, Mugabe would increase the anti-white rhetoric even more and begin seizing white-owned farms and other property, and redistributed it. As most whites had no viable future left in the land of their birth, most immigrated to the United Kingdom or South Africa. Today, there are less than 30,000 left in Zimbabwe. The following years saw a massive rise in inflation in Zimbabwe. In 2006, it became the highest inflation rate in the world at 7,600%, reaching as high as 100,000 in 2008, essentially making the currency worthless. Despite an economic downturn that saw hundreds of thousands become homeless and massive shortages, Mugabe managed to hold on to power. In 2008, after winning another in a long string of elections, 153 of his opponent's supporters were murdered. Even more were beaten and raped. Many thousands more fled. In February 2016, Mugabe said he had no plans for retirement and would remain in power until God says come. Mugabe's wife and former secretary, Grace,
Yeah,
40
Mugabe
years his junior, has been wiped.
Actually, last year Mugabe just stepped down as president of Zimbabwe. They said 40-something fucking years this motherfucker put all his blood, sweat, tears, energy, knowledge, wisdom, pain, suffering, all that shit into, you know, the Independent Republic of Zimbabwe. Motherfucking Robert Mugabe. That motherfucker been fighting this whole goddamn life, bro. There's some people, man, motherfuckers ain't got that kind of dedication to do something for their entire life, yo, for something they believe in.
Widely considered to have been consolidating power in preparation for seizing power once her husband has passed for the past several years. This has all changed on November 15th, 2017. Mugabe was placed under house arrest and possibly forced out of office by the Zimbabwe National Army
No, he
that
stepped
insists
down.
this is not a coup, while Grace's whereabouts are currently unknown. This coup has directly followed the October 2017 forced dismissal of Vice President Emmerson Mnangagwa. President Mugabe cited disrespect, disloyalty, deceit, and unreliability for the firing. Mnangagwa, who took part in the Zimbabwean War of Liberation, is greatly respected by the military, including General Constantino Chiwenga, who recently visited China. China has denied any involvement in the coup. Mugabe's 37-year rule of Zimbabwe seems to be coming to an end, and hopefully a better nation emerges from this than the one Mugabe decimated. This has been Epimetheus. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you like the content, subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notifications every time I make a new video. And
Nobody gonna hold your hand, no. Nobody gonna show you the way now. Never smile.
the House of Saud emerges onto the pages of history in 1744, when the chieftain of a small oasis town of Diriyah, Mohammed bin Saud, formed a pact with Islamic fundamentalist theologian seeking refuge in Diriyah, Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab. Saud would be emir, Wahhab would be imam. Together, they would bring Wahhab's vision of Islamic purity to Arabia. The Emirate of Diriyah, which was under nominal Ottoman rule, would meet a violent end in the Ottoman-Wahhabi War of 1811 to 1818. The Saudi emir would seize the Islamic holy cities of Mecca and Medina and denounce the Turkish Sultan as being unworthy to be called caliph and protector of the faithful. This insurrection was met with overwhelming force. 50,000 Ottoman troops would be sent into Arabia. All Wahhabist theologians found would be executed. After a siege that would last for months, Diriyah would be leveled to the ground. The conquered state's emir, Abdullah bin Saud, would be brought to Istanbul, where he would be publicly beheaded while being forced to listen to lute music, which Wahhabism forbade. His severed head would be thrown into the Bosphorus. However, this would not be the end of the Saudi family or Wahhabism.
Far from finished.
Turki bin Abdullah bin Muhammad, a grandson of the founder
What up, guys?
would escape the Ottoman siege of Diriyah, and after a few years in hiding, would establish a second Saudi state, the Emirate of Diriyah.
I just about put the brush to the canvas. I see so many people popping up in here, though. What's good? Good morning. Motherfucking Saturday. This how y'all start y'all Saturday off? With art and education? Y'all watching some dude paint some beautiful black painting and listening to the history of Saudi Arabia?
And take refuge among the Bedouin, and later in Kuwait. After defeat in battle in 1900, he would give up all ambitions of recovering his kingdom and would focus on Wahhabism, becoming the tribe's spiritual leader. His son, Abdulaziz ibn Abdul Rahman ibn Faisal ibn Turki ibn Abdullah ibn Muhammad al Saud, or simply Abdulaziz, has...
Y'all some weird ass motherfuckers. This is what y'all do early on a Saturday morning. You watch somebody paint and listen to some history documentaries. Y'all gotta be some of the nerdiest motherfuckers ever. You went out Friday night? Nah, I ain't go out Friday night. I like getting up early on Saturdays. Get up early on Saturdays and do what? I watch Painting with Friends with Trap House Entertainment. I hope y'all don't tell y'all friends y'all be doing this shit, yo. Don't tell nobody. They gonna look at y'all funny as hell. And don't have don't have this shit on when people come over your house when you got company. Then they really gonna look at you weird like, yo, what the fuck is you watching? What the fuck is this motherfucker listening to? And then all you gotta say is, you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? That's Trap House. Why the fuck this dude called himself Trap House? See, this is why I wear shoes in the studio, because I dropped a razor blade on the floor just now, and I don't see where it fell. That could make for a fun situation. I was going a little razor blade hunt in a minute, because I just seen that shit fall, bro, but I don't see that shit nowhere. Don't want to step on that. Yo, listen to this dude's name, yo. It took him 22 seconds to say this man's name.
Wait. After defeat in battle in 1900, he would give up all ambitions of recovering his kingdom and would focus on Wahhabism, becoming the tribe's spiritual leader. His son, Abdulaziz ibn Abdul Rahman ibn Faisal ibn Turki ibn Abdullah ibn Muhammad al Saud, or simply Abdulaziz, as he is known. His son, Abdulaziz ibn Abdul Rahman ibn Faisal ibn Turki ibn Abdullah ibn Muhammad al Saud, or simply Abdulaziz, as he is known in Arabia, or Ibn...
That motherfucking name, Abdul Idbahan Idiman, motherfucking Turkey, Shaman Alahim, Abdullah Zaziz. What? Your name is what?
Ibn Abdullah ibn Muhammad's kingdom.
Ibn Abdullah.
And would focus on Wahhabism, becoming the tribe's spiritual leader. His son, Abdulaziz ibn Abdul Rahman ibn Faisal ibn Turki ibn Abdullah ibn Muhammad al Saud, or simply
Al Saud. That's I end that shit off. Al Saud ibn Abdul Aman ibn al Turki. Huh? Oh, what does it say? Damn it. Can't see the light. It's too bright. It says recently added albums. Ooh. Recently added. Nasir. Ooh. Got that new Nas album. Recently added. Ooh. Kitsy go sometimes. Kitsy go sometimes. Kitsy go. Recently added. Not Streams of Thought. Ooh, that Black Thought. They call him Al Zair. That motherfucker Ibn Abu Adub Adad Alam El Turki Saud. Wait, who do what? Yo, that Nas shit is so hard, yo. I'm actually trying not to listen to it, because I done listened to this shit like 20 times already, and it's like, don't burn it out, Travis. Don't burn it out. All my new shit, the last Jones I got was that KOD. I really did burn out J. Cole's KOD. Like, I listened to that shit too much. The Guy Box, Kid Cudi and Kanye, Nas, and I got that Black Thought. Like, all my new music, like I said, I'm trying not to fucking listen to this shit now so I don't get tired of it.
Abdulaziz, as he is known in Arabia, or Ibn Saud in the West, would take over as head of the family in secular and military matters. Beginning in 1901, Abdulaziz would set out to reconquer his family's kingdom, with just 60 men at his side, including many relatives, a half-brother, and cousins. He would raid and terrorize the tribes loyal to the Rashidi. On the night of his 27th birthday, Abdulaziz and 40 of his kinsmen, taking advantage of a few tilted palm trees, scaled the walls of Riyadh. The Rashidi governor and his men would be slaughtered before being able to organize a defense in Riyadh's citadel. Abdulaziz would found the third Saudi state, reviving the Emirate of Nejd. He would then ally himself with the Ikhwan, fierce Bedouin warriors who had been converted to Wahhabism during the reign of Abdulaziz's forefathers. Together, they would subjugate the Nejd Desert and crush Ottoman attempts to intervene in his reconquest. During the First World War, the House of Saud would ally with the British Empire against their common foe, the Ottoman Turks, and their Arabian allies. One by one, he would solidify his control over the tribes of the Najd Desert through marriage and conquest. The British would supply the Saudis with a glut of surplus munitions, which they would use in the conquest of Mecca in 1925, ending 700 years of Hashemite rule in the city. In 1927, the Wahhabist Ikhwan would rebel against the House of Saud, which they saw as being corrupted by their increased wealth and Western alliances. Even the non-Wahhabist Muslims they saw as infidels. By 1929, the rebellion was crushed. In 1932, the House of Saud would consolidate the dual kingdoms of Nejd and Hejaz into a single kingdom that would bear the name of Ibn Saud Abdulaziz's family, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. In 1938, a discovery was made.
What about this dude name right here, though?
Now help me save the world.
Pacific Rim Uprising, only now.
So now since morning we don't do the clean this place. My mates don't even come out. They wait for motor. They can't carry everything come out.
Wow, that's good. So where are you from?
Where are you from?
Yes.
I'm from Edo State.
Edo State. Okay, interesting. So what is your name?
My name?
Yes, your name.
My name is Ovuvwe Ugbemugwem Osas.
Pardon? Come again.
Ovuvwe Ugbemugwem Osas.
I mean, what is your name? Your name.
Now my name I call for you now.
Tell it again.
Ovuvwe Ugbemugwem Osas.
Spell them.
I don't spell them.
That be your name. I don't spell them.
If you must say no go school now. If you help me spell them.
Okay. I come again. I help you spell them.
Ugbemugwem Osas.
Jesus.
How would they spell it for you?
How would they spell it for you? Say your name. I tell you my name. Call it again. Oh, Jesus. Spell it. Let's get that spell it for you. I never went to school. I gotta spell my own name. What? Call it for me again. I just called my name for you. Yeah, that shit is too funny. I think I had that fucking I had that Queenbridge album. Yo, he can say his name, but he motherfucker can't spell his own name, yo. I just say my name for you, man. Or voy. What? Or soy.
So now since morning we don't do the clean this place. My mates don't even come out. They wait for motor. They can't carry everything come out.
Wow, that's good. So where are you from?
Where are you from?
Yes.
I'm from Edo State.
Edo State.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So what is your name?
My name?
Yes, your name.
My name is Ovuvwe Ugbemugwem Osas.
Pardon? Come again.
Ovuvwe Ugbemugwem Osas.
I mean, what is your name? Your name.
Your name.
My name I call for you now.
That is my name I call for you now.
Call it again.
Call it again.
Ovuvwe Ugbemugwem Osas.
Spell them.
Spell them.
I don't spell them.
That be your name. I don't spell them.
If you must say no go school now. If you help me spell them.
Okay. I call again. I help you spell them.
Jesus. Jesus. What? But y'all ain't want me to do this shit right here with that music, boy. Not the old CD cases. Wait a minute. Ray Cash. That's that's Tyler the Creator, John. Motherfuckers ain't know about Ray Cash, yo. He was alright. Not that right here, bruh. Probably my favorite Mobb Deep album of all. Oh my god, that Murder Music. Got that Infamy, Mobb Deep. Yellow Wolf. That was his first album. Motherfuckers, I was on some of the white boy rappers back in the day, yo. Like, Yellow Wolf was hot. You don't know about that Sting and the Police, man? My favorite Police album, yo. Easy. Not the Hot Boy. Juvie. Not Seal. Oh, shit. Damn, make me want to listen to some Seal right now. I love that album. Some anime soundtrack shit. A bunch of burnt CDs. Not the Flowbots. Man, y'all don't know about Flowbots. Motherfucking cats out of Colorado. Oh, not that New Jersey Drive soundtrack. The Gorillas. Some more burnt Yellow Wolf. That's that Diane work. Yo, what's up, Creation? Linkin Park. Some more anime soundtrack shit. That's that Lost Tapes. Ooh, that Stank on You, boy. Ooh, but that Stank on You is too nice. That's what that A. Marie. That Mystical. The only Lil Wayne album I ever have, yo. Cousteau. That's a good British group. Motherfucking Dead Prez. Some more Flowbots. Ooh. Yeah, I fuck with Flowbots heavy, boy. Flowbots the shit. Make me want to listen to some Flowbots right now. Damn. Let's see. DJ Khaled. Oh, Hopsin, old mixtape. Motherfuckers don't fuck with Hopsin. What else? Of course, you gotta have some classic greatest hits, Run DMC. No. Some more Yellow Wolf. That Stereo, that was a good ass mixtape, that Yellow Wolf shit. He took all the old rock and roll songs and started rapping over them motherfuckers. Can't get away without some Dave Matthews Band. Yo, yeah, I like Dave Matthews Band. Crash into me, my. Oh, my bad. Ooh, that press, bitch. It's bigger than hip hop, hip. Man, come on, Nikki. Oh, cause trap used to be in that music. Oh, don't think I call this Trap House Entertainment for nothing. Instrumentals. All I did was grab these beat CDs. Oh, beats. Oh, shit. Not instrumentals, but mental instruments. Oh, shit. More beats. Ooh, great beats. Ooh, not 6 beats. Killamentals. Oh, that's the #1 beats. Mixtape. That's all our old mixtapes and shit from back in the day. E-Class, Heard 'em Up, mixtape. The Future, my boy Reggie, that was his mixtape. Had some new great beats. Some rock and roll beats. Some T.I. instrumentals. Some slow beats. Drama Music Trap House mixtape. Oh shit, don't think that Trap House is just some fake shit, boy. Whip Game mixtape. My Music. 6+1, that was the name of the studio we used to go to, yo. 6+1 featuring E-Class. Oh, some new shit from 6+1. Oh, some more shit from 6+1. Stressing. Another little mixtape. Oh, they go 10 tracks right there. 8 tracks. Oh, nigga, I was making that shit over 10 years ago. Red Nose Pit, her mixtape. Yeah, she was a local artist, fine as hell, and she can rap. Red Nose Pit. One of my homies did a song with her. The Southern Takeover, that was our other homies mixtape. South Carolina, yo, Squad Familia, their mixtape. Hand Over Fist, G-Bo the Pro, one of his mixtapes, featuring Said the Don. Oh, I got this track right here. Get Your Grind On, featuring Pepper. That shit was so corny. Oh my god, like, she could not sing. She was like, oh, I don't feel good. I'm congested. I really shouldn't come to the studio. I'm like, bitch, I already booked the studio time. You gotta come. Big Trav, my other homeboy Travis, his mixtape. Summertime in the Met. Drama Music, the mixtape. Another Big Trav song. Sauce, my man Hot Sauce. His mixtape. He moved to Florida, started telling people he from Florida. Like, nigga, you from South Carolina. Calm your ass down. Jim Jones? I don't know what's going on with Jones. Shit, Jim Jones had to do a reality show. After the motherfuckers do a reality show, you know it's kinda over for him. My homeboy E-Class again, Common Folk Music Group presents E-Class the Sampler, basically snippets from his mixtape. This when you listen to my songs and you hear the dude singing, this is who sings on all my old tracks. E-Class, yo, he was the fucking man, yo. Oh man, not that woo, not that woo, not that woo, woo. Oh shit. That American Nightmare, that shit right there was hot, yo. Infamous. What else is in here? Oh, not the New Jersey Drive soundtrack. Ain't somebody said that shit?
Here are the most... I didn't choose to be different. I didn't choose to take a stand.
Oh, that's that special shit. That shit right there chopped and screwed, boy. You ain't got no Bone Thugs and Harmony chopped and screwed. Slow that shit down so you can actually understand what the fuck they be saying. Like, ho. Chop and screw that shit, man, so we hear what the motherfucking Ohio motherfuckers saying. Get up from Cleveland, straight up my niggas bleeding, beating. Yo, hey, Bone was that shit back in the day though. I meet you at the crossroads so you don't be lonely. Meet you at the crossroads. That Nas, boy, I've been on that Nas forever, boy. Yeah. That Nas, Music Soul Child, man. I take a trip and I show you how I used to rep all that cream bread shit. Capone and Noriega, man, you can't get bent without listening to some big timers, man. Cause they had some of the biggest rhymers in. Lil Wayne made his name in the game, but Outkast never changed, man. They stayed in their lane, but ooh, them dead prayers always taught us shit. Beyonce, now she got a mixtape with her husband. Ain't that some rich shit? Yo, that Beyonce and Jay-Z, the Carters, them motherfuckers think they Sonny and Cher now. The new Sonny and Cher. Yeah, EPMD was the shit, nigga. So how could you dare test my musical quality? Man, it's nothing but the fire shit. Not that old Craig Mack. So Coolio, this shit going way back, nigga. Hold up, son. Hold up. Oh, you know I got some of him. Nothing but the good shit, boy. Some more Wu. Oh, my man Jaheim. Damn. I be thinking about throwing these shits away because I'll never listen to these CDs again, but man, I can't. This like an old record collection for some motherfuckers. Like CDs are my records. Got some shit just stacked up in the back. Some Killer Army, some Wu-Tang shit. Naughty by Nature. Come on, man. Who that with OPP? Yeah, you know me. Who's that with OPP? Motherfuckers can't get music like this no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Blackout Squad mixtape, man. I knew so many motherfuckers rapping, yo. But it's weird as shit. Like nobody ever really blew from South Carolina, yo. You know what I'm saying? Even J. Cole, one of the hottest names in the game for like 10 years, and he right from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Then you got everybody from Georgia, you got everybody from Florida. So it's North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, all around. South Carolina is right in the middle of that shit. And we can't really get like a couple of just even half-ass average mumble rappers, you know, to come out on the scene and just hold it down. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm from South Carolina. It's like, it's so weird about our state when it comes to our music and how we support our local homegrown artists. Like, they really don't. I don't know. Like, I tried to rap in South Carolina, and I still cannot figure out like why can't nobody ever really get that fucking breakthrough shot, yo. Like, what the fuck is it about the mentality of the cats in South Carolina that nobody can't really break into the fucking industry? This is the only thing. Like, me and my man was talking about, cause he don't like the new Nas album. Look, dude, like, I don't know what people think about artists, but they are people. They're just a person just like you and me, bro. You are not the same person you were 10 years ago. You're not. Your views change. Some tragic shit didn't happen in your fucking life that made you think about situations different. You probably done got fucked over and built up another wall of protection. You've probably had a child. That shit completely changes your outlook on life. Completely. And if having a child doesn't change you as a person, then I don't know what the fuck else will. But yo, J. Cole's been rapping for a long time. This dude been rapping since he was 18. He's 34 now. Like, they grow up. People grow up. He's 30 something now. Kendrick Lamar is in his 30s now. They're not kids anymore. And like, that's what my man was saying about Nas. Like, yo, Nas, these motherfuckers, my rappers in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers in their mid-40s now. Jay-Z, Dre, Snoop, all these motherfuckers I grew up listening to, they not gonna sound the same as they did when they were a fucking teenager, or when they were in their 20s, or when they were in their 30s. You know what I'm saying? Kanye, these motherfuckers been rapping for 15 to 20 years. And J. Cole been in it for a while too. And I understand what you're saying, you know. Now it's just, you know, his music may not be appealing to you, but it's like, you can't compare his new music to his old music, really. I used to listen to him a lot. He kind of bores me now. The dude grew up. He's a grown ass fucking man. That's I understand that, but you still gotta think, yo, motherfuckers, they start this shit. If you're good, man, you get into this industry in your early teens, and to make a career is a decade, you know. Lasting 10 years or, you know, 3 or 4 albums in this industry is hella good. And the motherfuckers who can put out 7, 11, 13 albums over 20, 25 years, you know, the industry founders, those don't come along very often. You know what I'm saying? But once again, everybody grow, everybody develop, everybody change. And your music is not gonna stay the same. It's just not. I only wrote music for like 5 or 6 years, and from the first song that I recorded to the last song that I recorded, that shit don't sound nothing alike at all, because I grew, I changed, I learned more shit, I experienced more things, my values changed, you know, my core beliefs, what is important, what is, you know, and then the way you present your thoughts in your art or in your poetry, that shit changes, and it's not going to sound the same. A 35-year-old man should not sound like an 18-year-old teenager. You should not. And if you're 35 and you have more in common with an 18-year-old than you do with a 40-year-old, then there's something fucking wrong. There's something wrong. Yo, what's up, yo? Super bad fro, bro. That shit. That's why some people hair, that shit just grow up. You know what I'm saying? That shit is amazing. I don't think it's losing the hunger. I think it's just developing and maturing, and after a while, the hunger has to turn into more of a business sense. Okay, you gotta be hungry as fuck to get into this game. Yeah. Now what does it take to stay relevant in the game without, you know, losing your dignity or compromising your own artistic perspectives, and still being able to make a career and a living out of this and provide for your family, you know, through this avenue. And that's with anything in life, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter what it is, you know. A violin player or a pianist, they're not going to sound the same after 10 years of performing music. They're going to grow, develop, and their sound is going to change a little bit. I can look at my art from... You want to see what I painted 10 years ago? In February 2009. You see what the difference with 10 years to do? And I look at everybody with that, especially with the music, especially people who have longevity in the music industry. Motherfuckers just ain't gonna sound the same. You just not. You know, shit changed. I like all that shit. I like hearing people develop and talk about new ideas. I could have swore I had a water in here. I gotta grab a drink. I'm thirsty as fuck. That Afro Samurai. Yeah, yo, at the end of the beat, they got a long snippet of the track in there too, yo.
Over pyramids and she's and once with the girl, she was the world. End of the night, he came in the star. He was the king, she was the queen under the moonlight.
Yeah, that shit is hard as fuck, yo.
Many times during your life, you will look at your reflection in the mirror and ask yourself, am I a fool? What going
No, I just, the last painting I did, this is a commission here. This is, it's done. I'm just waiting for it to dry.
This is a Teal Lynch production.
What the fuck I do with the photograph for this?
This is a Teal Lynch production.
Almost. It's just basically some of the black still needs to dry. Yeah, so it's still, that black is still coming up a little bit. Don't want that. Can't ship it like that. So as soon as it's dry all the way, yeah. It's dry right there in that corner. Yeah, it might not dry by tomorrow.
This is a Teal Lynch production.
No. Might be drying like another 2 or 3 days, maybe. Not if that paint's still coming off like that, like I just did. It's like another 2 or 3 days maybe for some spots. Yeah, it still has a while.
This is a Teal Lynch production.
No, I just set it on the empty easel. Yeah, that's my drying rack. Yeah, soon as it's dry to the touch where you can put a little pressure on it and don't pull up any paint, and then you varnish it, and your varnish dries in minutes. Actually, like your varnish should be dry to the touch in 30 minutes. It's almost like acrylic paints. So you just let your oil dry. It needs to be really dry. You need to be able to like rub your hand across it, apply a little pressure to it without pulling paint up, and you'll know when it's dry. And then, like I say, just get a nice good layer of varnish on that shit. Let the varnish sit for about 30 minutes. Then you're good to go. And the varnish it has a strong odor to it, so I normally wait the next day to ship it so that when I take the painting to the UPS, it's not smelling like fresh ass varnish stinking up the whole fucking place and everything. So, you know, whenever it dries, I varnish it. I give the varnish a day to cure, and you know, for most of the vapors to evaporate off of it, and then the next day take it right to UPS.
This is a Teal Lynch production.
Grummenbacker. Gotta get that water, boy. Found that razor blade. No. I'm just doing these for myself because I love to paint. Yeah, I just like painting, you know. So I paint pictures for myself. And these are just for me. Yeah, most of the time I'm just painting for myself. You know. Yeah, that's the only commission in this room right now. Come on, camera. I will fuck you up today. I'm not in the mood for this shit. I got company. See, I'm gonna fuck you up, camera. You're acting like a bitch right now. You know that?
It's the Jeep Celebration event. From the Grand Cherokee to the Brit.
If a sandwich needs a little something extra, you add bacon to it. If a sandwich is perfect just the way it is, you add bacon to it. Arby's, we have the meats.
Frankie.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? I ain't planting corn, but I
That's
got
us.
cornrows.
Neighborhood's got it all. Big park, good schools, low crime.
Brakes are good. Have one.
What up, guys? Thought I had some chapstick in this motherfucker. looking kind of rough. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, yeah.
$782? That's a great deal. Liberty Mutual? That's a great company.
This is a Harmonic beat.
like a damn makeup brush. I might go play some video games for a little while. When I come back, I definitely want to work on this hair some more and try to figure out a way to get the rest of the highlights up there. I'm not sure if
Hackers could be selling your social security number right now. Find out if you're at risk with a free dark web scan.
a dark web scan. Who scans the dark web for you? Except for a company that uses the dark web. What a conundrum.
Piece of trash.
Does your bank make you jump through hoops? Experience easy with Genesis Credit Union. Quick auto loans, easy mortgages, low-cost personal loans, rewarding credit cards, and more. Experience easy at Genesis Credit Union.
take a break. Come back to the tank. I'll be back in here later on.